Alright guys, Kazoo71 here on Scorched Earth. This is my playthrough on Scorched Earth, and what I'm doing is I am looking for silica pearls. So last week I built just the base of my little building where we're going to be in, and now I'm trying to find silica pearls. There's supposed to be some around here, there they are, around the red obelisk. Now actually what I'm showing you guys in the water here. There's quite a few in the water where I found them at, but later on I found them all over the ground, all around the red obelisk, like on the ground where I'm building at. Not exactly where I'm building, but where I'm collecting materials. They're everywhere. And there's also quite a few of them in the dry riverbed on the map. So there's quite a few by the red obelisk and the green obelisk. There's a bunch of them in the dry riverbed. And then there's a bunch of them out in the dunes. If you find an oasis out in the dunes where there's a little bit of water and some trees, there's silica pearls all over out there. And I'll show you guys in one of my later videos here. We'll find some of those. But right now I need some. I got to get these things harvested because we need to make desert gear because I want to upgrade from the cloth. I need to move to the next one. And what I did was I flew around here a little bit and killed some caprasucus, those jumping alligators. Got rid of those guys out the way. And then I moved on to looking for silica pearls once I knew I cleared the area out. So got quite a bit here. I'll show you guys how many, and that was just a few seconds as you could see. I'll fly back to my base here, and we're going to make some desert gear. Now I had pulled some crystal out of my obelisk that I took some crystal over from the island. I need to find some crystal here, and we'll do that in a bit here. But look at that. That's how much silica pearls I got, and I'm just throwing them in the fabricator for now. You can make these in the smitty, but I'm just putting them in there so I know where they're at. I'm used to putting them in the fabricator on the island because that's what you use part of to making the scuba gear. You don't need no scuba gear here. There ain't much water. Shallow when you find it. So I'm going to go ahead and get my forge out there and feeding trough. And we're going to go ahead and put this industrial forge down. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm trying to set it up. And I've been having some issues lately. I don't know what I'm doing, and it's just me glitching when I go into K mode, which is the camera mode, and that's the K button on the PC. So I don't know what it is on the Xbox, PlayStation, or Switch, but you guys know what your orbital camera mode is. If not, hit that option menu and go look in there and see what your control is for it. But what I'm doing is I'm going into the K mode so I can see how to set this down. I want it close to the edge as I possibly get. I want it straight. I'm kind of a little anal about that stuff. I like things looking at least kind of lined up and straight. I don't want them all crooked. I'll put something down like 5 or 6 times just to get it straight, and it's just crazy. But that's what I'm doing. I'm just going in and out of the I'm in K mode right now, and sometimes I'm switching to the third person, first person, just kind of going back and forth. But with the K mode, I can zoom out the orbital camera, and I can look behind it a little bit and see if it's lined up right. As you can see, it's not really lined up too right, and then I'm going to screw up here and mess up. And now that I have it almost where I want it, which is really not that straight, it needs to be turned to the left a little. And then dumb me went out of the K mode and back into normal and placed it right in front of me, which is in the wrong spot. So if you've never noticed that before, when you're in the orbital camera mode, or you're in first person or third person, the thing you're going to put down is not in the exact spot as the other way you're looking. So if you're looking in orbital camera to set it down, make sure you set it down while you're in the orbital camera. Alright, so let's get this lined up again. So right now this is third person. I'm just kind of straightening it out. As you can see, I can turn it right and left. Now I'm in the orbital camera, which is K mode I call it. And we're going to line this bad boy up. And now you can see I'm kind of straight, so I'm a lot happier with this one. So I'm going to get close to the edge and snap it, and there we go. Now it's where I want it to be. And then what later on I'm going to do is I'm going to build the second floor up above this thing so that it covers this, and we're good to go. So now we can cook some metal. So now we need metal. Now I'm flashing forward here. I'm going to put this trough down. I was just looking around my house a little bit and cut all that stuff out. I'm going to just throw this trough out in the front here. And as you can see, I can go in the building with that. And if you don't know why, it's because I have obstructions turned off. And you can do that when you're loading your game. If you go to host local, there's the general tab and the advanced tab. It's in one of those tabs. You can turn off obstructions so you can just collide things and stuff. And that's how I have it on my maps in single player. I don't like that collision thing because it prevents you from placing things in certain places that you should be able to place them at. So now we're going to get to the armor. Let's go in here and make some desert armor. And you can see I need crystal. But I did bring some over, and I put it in here. And it's right there at the top. I just didn't see it. But I'm going to grab that crystal. I'm going to throw that in there, and I'm going to make 2 sets of desert armor. One for me and one for my partner here. Back in there. And I need more crystal to make her hat. So, but I'm going to go ahead and make 2 sets of everything else. And I am missing some more silk. I got plenty of silk though. We collected a lot of silk. And there's a lot of silk right by my base too. I don't even have to go far for that. So you get silk from harvesting those little purple flowers I showed you guys in the first episode. You can also get silk from killing the Lymetras, the moths. I'll look how to pronounce them later, but the moth guy. There we go. Got me a full set of desert armor. We are good to go. I'm going to take my skin off of my cloth and put that on my desert, because now I don't need to paint that one. That one's already good to go. And then we're going to grab some paint in just a second here, but I'm also going to take my my skin off of my shirt, because I can use that as well. If I look confused, I was confused. I was thinking about grabbing something else, and I just got distracted there. Sorry. I leave those things in there sometimes because I think it's funny. Okay, I'm just going to dump all my other gear in there. I don't need it anymore. And let's go over here and grab some paint. And if you've never painted an item before and you're watching this, or here you go, that's how you do it. You just drag the paint right over the item in your inventory and then pick where you want to paint it at. Pretty simple to do. Like I said, this is a video or a playthrough for beginners, so these advanced players that played more than me or as much as me, it's hitting for you. Watch it if you enjoy it, but I'm doing this for people who've never played Scorched Earth before, who've never played Ark before, or new to the game. There's a lot of new players in the last couple of years. As they added the Fjordor, we got a lot of new players on the map too, but also when they went to other platforms, Switch and stuff like that, they've added players. So, and sometimes they'll put a sale where they'll make the game for free or something like that, and you grab a bunch of new players. So, but here we go. I'm just painting everything. Got to paint the gloves, and I'm zooming in with the mouse. I don't know how you would do it on console. It's been a long time since I did it. I'm guessing you would use the right stick. I'm using the wheel, and I'm using the left mouse to turn it with. Just kind of looking at different things. There we go. That'll work. Good enough. As we would say in Louisiana, c'est bon. That's where I'm from originally. Okay, anyway, let's paint those boots. Get the boots. Got to get my colors on here. Got to do my purple and cyan. There we go. These cool. The desert gear has some pretty cool colors. The only problem with this desert gear is it's primitive, and I have no way of upgrading it. And I've been looking and hitting drops and stuff as I'm playing through here. I'm days into this game beyond this video I'm posting right here, and actually probably weeks into this game in Scorched Earth, and I haven't found a single set of better armor yet. Pretty sad. It's just kind of funny how things go on the on Wild Cards maps. Like if you're playing on Ragnarok and you're out in the dunes on the Ragnarok map and you hit those drops out there, you'll find some Ascendant fur armor in the desert. You won't find any desert armor. You'll find Ascendant fur armor or Ascendant scuba gear. It's just like, are you kidding me? But on here so far, I haven't found anything. So, but I'm trying. So I'm just checking to make sure I got this. Now what I'm gonna do is I need some more crystal. So we're going for a little flight here. Now on the red obelisk, as you guys can see, but on the mountains around here, there are metal and crystal, and there's a couple of spots. Now what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to harvest it with my pick and get some metal and some crystal a little bit, but mostly I need crystal. So you see on my map, I haven't explored anything yet. That's why I'm showing it. I'd played this whole, I've cleared this whole map before, but what happened was, probably about 6 or 7 months ago, some wild card, not wild card, yeah, it was Ark messed up. So I don't know what happened, but I had to Instead of doing the normal easy fix on the map where you could verify the files and stuff like that, my Ark would not play anymore. So I had to completely delete Ark off of my computer and reinstall the whole thing. That was one of the most annoying. That's the second time I've had to do it. I've been playing this game for 6+ years. Second time I had to completely reinstall. So when you do that, you lose all your stuff. You lose all your saves. You can try to save them ahead of time and move the folders and stuff, but I just wiped it all out. I started everything over. All my maps got cleared, so I don't have anything. So as I go through these playthroughs, everything's kind of blank, like my maps and stuff. So I'm just checking out what's up here as I'm looking around. So as you can see, I flew to the top of this mountain. And if you're playing this and you're just starting and you don't have an RG, but you got where I am, and you could, you'd have to get to level 62 to get an RG saddle. So, but that's if you're starting Scorched Earth on single player without playing through the island first. But as you guys know, I moved stuff from the island because I played it in order, and that's what I'm doing. So nothing up here. I'm just trying to see where it's at. I know there's some up here somewhere. Almost every mountain around here has some metal, and most of them have some crystal. Just like on the island, you get to the top of the maps, and that's where the stuff's at. Get my stamina back. It's really cool. This map's really cool looking. Actually, I like it. Alright, down we go. Let's see if there's any metal or crystal down here. You see me on the map there. And it looks like there is some right there. Let's head down here. Yep, that is metal and crystal. Cool. There's a little bit of metal rocks. There's also a bunch of sand rocks here, but I just need a crystal. Looking around, there's a rock elemental out there a little ways, but he's kind of far off. I don't see anything else in the immediate area, so let's get off here. Get me a little bit of crystal. Alright, get back on my bird just in case. I'm going to dump the crystal in its inventory. It gets a weight reduction on the RG. I'm just going to fly, and there's a saber. Huh, man, that thing was right by me. Let's kill that saber. Alright, go down. We don't need you. What we need is some more crystal. I'm just going to collect quite a bit while I'm here. Just get all these little crystal nodes collected right here in this immediate area. And we are weighted down. Don't take long. So you get crystal mushrooms and stone from crystal if you've never played before. Which if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you've played before. Alright, let's get these last couple. I'm just making sure they're not nothing coming. Yeah, weighted down again. There's mushrooms. Okay. Let's hit this last one up. Like I said, I'm going to collect them all while I'm here. Might as well. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's get out of here. Let me just put that weight in the RG so the RG has it, not me, in case I need to do anything else. Just fly. Look at that rock elemental. Yeah, that's okay. And there is a cool looking Thorny Dragon right there. Let me check this out here. Let's see what that is. Was that level 90? Not bad, not bad. Maybe I'll tame that one. Let's see what the other one is. There's two of them there. Yeah, I don't like that one. Okay, let's grab the other one. I'm going to grab it. Now, you can pick these up with an RG, which is really cool. And we're going to carry this back towards my base. And as you guys see, before I left the building, and if you've seen on my other one, I have a harpoon launcher. And I have net projectiles that I made on the island and took with me. I have everything. I can make them here. I'm just going to do this. Now, the only, I don't think you need black pearls, but just so you guys know, on this map, there's two ways to get black pearls. Killing death worms or alpha death worms, that's one way. And then the other way is taming a phoenix. And sometimes, on a rare occasion, a phoenix will poop a black pearl. So that's the bad way to get it. The easiest way to do is go kill a bunch of death worms, which I'll do later on. First things first, I need to get to a point when I can tame a wyvern, and then I need to tame a wyvern. Steal a wyvern egg, and then I need to steal a lightning wyvern egg, and then I need to get a higher lightning wyvern egg. So that's the goal. That'd be later on. So let's go ahead and net this guy. It's the easiest way to do it. I mean, I could make a trap and drop it in there, but I have the nets. Let's use the nets. And then we're going to use my rifle. And we're going to knock this bad boy out. Should only take a couple of darts on this, the way I have the settings set. There we go. He is knocked out. Now, around my base here, there is quite often ovis. So we've killed a couple so far. I got one, and I didn't show it in the video, but it was like right about here where I'm at, and I killed it. And I have some mutton. So I'm going to use mutton in this guy to tame it. I do have some kibble, as you can see, but we're going to use mutton and go just as quick, or pretty quick. And then we're going to throw that in there, and then we'll tame it that way. Don't want to waste the stuff. We've tamed, like, because we brought some veggie cakes over, we've tamed quite a few ovis so far, so it's kind of crazy. They're just, they're all over right here. And if you look at the map and the spawn rate, it says that they're rare, but they ain't that rare. They're pretty often. So I skipped forward there. What I'm doing now is I went back while the Thorny Dragon's tamed. I'm going to throw some beds down inside the base. And as you can see, my partner here, she's off the map, so I'm going to move her out the way because I put her there. All right, I'm going to throw these two beds kind of in the middle so we have beds inside the main building. I can get rid of the other stuff. So now we're just going to name them. We'll name that one 1. And I'm calling them Temp. Temp 1, Temp 2, but I don't know. We'll see. See if I keep this base. Depends on how much I build it up. So let's go ahead and destroy this other stuff. And like I said, using superstructures. And that's what this gun is. It's a demo gun. Makes it easier to take this apart. Otherwise, I'd be breaking this. There we go. So if you're using superstructures, you can pick it up and keep it. So I'm just checking out what I have left in here. I'm going to move all this stuff in the building eventually. So once I get the chemistry, I have the chemistry bench in there already. I just need to pick up all that stuff. So just going to dump these things in here. Don't need them right now. All right. There we go. And as you see, I'm making a second soul terminal. I'm going to put that down inside the building so we have somewhere to store the dinos that we have in the soul balls. And just trying to figure out where to put it. And this will be like just I'll make a few of these as I do on all my maps. And when I'm using Dino Storage 2 mod, you don't have this on the consoles. So if you guys are on consoles, what you would be doing is using cryopods. And you would need a cryo fridge. So if you played the island first and then came here, you could take empty cryopods with you and take a cryo fridge with you, and you'd be good to go. But I'm using Dino Storage 2 mod because it's way better. Alright. So now I'm just going to pick up that raptor because we don't want to leave that raptor out, and put that raptor in there. Alright. And we throw the raptor in there. There we go. And I'll go ahead and put that. I can put the Morlops in there for now. We don't need the Morlops, so we'll dump them in there. There we go, guys. We're using storage now. Let's go ahead and dump this food in here. Good to go. Now, what I wanted to do is I'm going to take out a couple more of my dinos here. I left this in so you guys could see me doing it. I don't like to do anything without you guys knowing. How'd that happen? How'd you get that? I forgot the ovis. Ovis was in my previous video, and I forgot about that one. So otherwise, I would have showed you guys me killing the ovis. But when I'm recording these things, these are like 2 hours long, and I'm like, sometimes I just skip things and forget them. I'm like, oh, oops. Yeah. So there's one of my birds. There's old pomegranate that I had on the island. I'm going to take a little bit of meat out of the other one and throw it in there. Alright, that's good. Just so we got some meat in there, even though I'm going to put some in the trough. Because I might use pomegranate, I don't know. I don't know which RG I'm going to use. I just wanted to make sure I pulled her out. And that's what happens when you hit a spike. I'm just going to park her on the roof so we're safe up here. And we're good to go. And here's what happens when you forget to turn her off or follow. Here. So, yeah. Okay, there we go. Let's get her back on the roof. Oops. Yeah, don't do that. And there's a storm a-coming. Alright, she's off follow. And Jaboas, like I said in the last one, they mentioned they do 3 different things. I flash forward there a little bit, so now I'm gonna get Coolio out, my Anklo, because we need to harvest some metal and we need to harvest some what do you call it, crystal. And I wasn't leaving Coolio, man. I had to take Coolio with me. Coolio's my Anklo from the island. That's one of the first dinos I tamed on my island walkthrough. Coolio has survived. Me and Coolio been through a lot. He had to come with me to Scorched Earth. And I got a saddle somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where it was. Must have took it out already. Let me go look. I probably did. Yep, there it is. So that noise that Jaboa's making, that's the noise of the heat wave that's coming. Once again, my Anklo's on follow. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. Throw the saddle on there so we're ready to go. And then I'm going to flash forward here, guys. As you can see, the heat wave's going, and I was waiting for the Thorny to tame. And there it is. So we have a Thorny Dragon, guys. So there we go. We did a little tame on this one. We collected a little bit of materials. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was just trying to show you guys a little bits and pieces of what's going on. Man, this heat wave's horrible. You do lose health in the heat wave, by the way. So I'm losing health right now. So I won't stay out here long. And you start getting these, I'll show you guys later, a heat thing. I got a good video of it later on. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate you guys watching as I'm doing this playthrough on Scorched Earth. So I flash forward here a little bit, and I just want to say thanks again, guys. Got any comments, please leave them, and I'll see you next time.